Hey guys, it's Small Boy Will here, or just Will. So really today I just wanted to talk a bit about finance and how to make money if you're a teenager or in school or something like that. Yes, I do post music on this thing normally, and I know my singing ain't great, but meh. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Um, so yeah, I'm very interested in finance, and I love to save, and I'm looking at getting a house, and I'm still a teenager, so that's I think I'm doing all right. Um, so kind of step one, um, if you're still in school and you're getting dinner money, you can have a big breakfast, not eat in school, and then have a big dinner, and save all that money. Um, you will be starving. I promise you, 6 hours doesn't sound like long, but when you haven't eaten, it's a lot. Um, so yeah, that is. Oh my! I made about 2.5 grand doing that over my school years. So yeah, definitely worth doing. Um, what else? If you're 16 or over, get a job. Um, and then once you've got a job, I mean, my first job didn't pay anything, so I left as soon as I turned 16. And then when I was 16, I got a job, and that I was getting about £100 a month. Now, very important thing for me, I never spend any money. Really, I've gone like 5 months without spending any. Um, that's the greatest thing about being a teenager, or I'm starting to get more responsibilities now. But when you're still young, your parents take all responsibility for money pretty much. You don't. You have to rely on them for everything. So, if you, what was I going to say? Yeah, if you are working and you're taking dinner money, that's like your best situation, to be honest. It sounds a bit ridiculous, but you can earn thousands potentially. So if, say, like me, you get £100, hopefully you're getting more than that a month, then it's worth going into town. I mean, I very rarely went out anyway, but the few times I went out, I always went into town and I looked at different banks. It's really boring, really, really nerdy, I guess. Um, but go into the different high street banks, not the online ones because they're not as trustworthy, um, and just have a look at what their best interest rates are. Now, if you're under 16 or under 18, depends which bank you go to, you'll be able to find that the interest rates on child accounts are a lot higher. We're talking like 3%, which is still absolutely pants, but it's it's a lot better than adult accounts, which are about 0.7, 0.5. Now, Nationwide offer a brilliant interest rate. They offer 5% in a Flexi online saver. I think you've got to be 18 or over to open one of them, though. So, um, yeah. So go down, open up a new account with a better interest rate, or if your account has got the best interest rate, and then put all your money in there. If you find that two banks have the same interest rate and they're both higher than your current account is in the one that you have at the moment, um, then I'd go for a different bank because inevitably there'll be another financial crash, and the more bank accounts or banks your money is spread over, the safer your money will be. Um, yeah, so say for example, if you've got an account with Nationwide and the two best banks with higher interest rates, then I'm just plucking banks out of thin air, but let's say it's Lloyd's and Barclays, um, oh, sorry, Lloyd's and Nationwide, go with Lloyd's just because then your money is spread over two accounts. Um, and you should be safer. Also, if there's different bonuses banks give you for being with them for a longer period of time, you might be able to open up other. You might get benefits for opening accounts with them as well. Um, what else? If you're 16 or over, you can get a help to buy ISA, which is intended for either you to save up and buy a house or a flat or whatever, a property, or it's meant for retirement. Um, But it doesn't matter because a lot of you who I'm speaking to won't have bought a house yet, so it's only for first time buyers. But the government will give you 25% on all the money you put into that account. So it's like a 25% interest rate, except for the accounts are capped at £4,000 a year. And the money is paid next month. So say I put £4,000 into a Help to Buy ISA, the next month the government will give me £1,000, so then I'll have £5,000 in that account, and then I'll have to wait a whole other year before I can put any more money in it. Then if I wait that year, put another £4,000 in, that takes the account up to £9,000, and then the government will give me another £1,000. So that takes the account up to £10,000. So over 2 years, I've earned £2,000 for doing nothing. It's definitely something to look out for. If you want more financial advice kind of guide videos in the future, or any other sort of finance-based questions, I know I'm young, but I do sort of know what I'm talking about because I've read and looked it up and things. So yeah, bye!